A couple of weeks ago on the YBW forum, I spotted this plastic WinchRite holster. And after asking a few questions of the seller, it turned out that he'd got a WinchRite second hand available. It had got a knackered battery, but everything else about it was right. Now, we've been looking for a WinchRite second hand for the best part of 2 years. And when I had the conversation with the vendor, it took me about 30 seconds to say, yes, I'll have it. Please, can you send it to me? So 2 days later, on my doorstep arrives this astonishingly nice bag, the holster, and contained within is a WinchRite. So if we open this up, here, there's a little pocket down the front here, and contained within that pocket is the adapter for the winch. So there we go, that comes with it. So I've got all that, and that fits on the WinchRite. Inside we have the WinchRite handle itself, which, as we can see, works in backwards and forwards. Obviously it's a used WinchRite. Happy with that. I mean, it's, you know, I knew what I was doing, and amazingly, the seller has sent me the manual, which is still in its original plastic bag, and this really unmarked, really nice looking bag to keep it in. The idea, and what we're going to try and do, is we're going to take this apart. We're going to have a look at the lithium-ion batteries inside. I know there are places where I can simply get a drop-in replacement for the batteries, but that would be no fun for a video. So I'm going to have a look around, see what I can do. I'm pretty certain I don't think it's complicated. The batteries that go in here, I'm going to take a flyer and say that they are these 18650 lithium-ion batteries. I'm pretty certain that that is what it is that we are looking at inside here. The reason I know these is because we have already got quite a few of them, because I use them for manufacturing the buoy light simulator that we make, which is a completely separate subject. But I'm pretty certain they're these. I'm pretty certain they're probably tagged together, and there's probably a charge regulator on there. So we'll see if we can upgrade all that. On first glance, it looks as though there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screw holes that are covered with plastic protecting lugs. Looks like they're all straightforward Phillips. So without further ado, I think we'll have a go getting in here. Now obviously this has been bought second hand. Clearly there's no warranty on it. I don't expect any warranty on it. If I break it, I break it. But let's have a go. The YBW forum also is one of the, I learnt about one of the best tools known to man. On eBay you can pick up these little hook sets that kind of just have all kind of hooks and spikes and stuff. They are brilliant for getting things out. For instance, I struggled a bit with a screwdriver to get that first bung out, but with this one, just like that, look at that. Amazing. It's just so easy. So you can get things out really easily. Look at that. Why would you struggle? I think this was about £4 for the entire set. Brilliant. All right, have a look now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen these up, but I'm not going to take them out because I want to have a quick feel when I take this out. Now I'm probably certain there's going to be a multitude of examples on YouTube for doing this, but I think it's more fun to just do this. And I want to just add, incidentally, that I am in no way, shape or form an electronics genius, but I can follow basic instructions and I can work a multimeter. I'm not intending to reinvent the wheel here. I am literally going to provide this WinchRite with another power source. That's really what we're going to do. I'm sure that it's very likely that the anybody who knows what they're talking about is shouting at this video now, going, "You're doing it the wrong way, don't do that, the world will blow up." But we'll see. So, here we go. Well, that was ridiculously easy. Okay. So, what have we got in here? What can I see from my limited understanding of electrics? I'm just going to place... I don't want to risk short-circuiting anything. I was going to place that there like that. Looks like that's enough. To be honest, probably, though, I would have guessed that the majority of the electronic trickery is done over here, and this is not much more than... Might need to look at the charge controller. Just looking to see if there's any obvious thing on these. I think probably the best thing to do first is to remove the connectors here, and there is another set of connectors down here which I believe are probably for the balance charging. Be everything we need. So that's the battery out, so we can just leave that there for a second. A quick tour around the WinchRite by the looks of it. So this is the activating handle. This clearly takes the voltage. This is the motor and gearbox, which translates the drive through 90 degrees on that. That is, you'd have that sat on, would you? You would indeed have that sat on there, like that. We have a switch at the back here which reverses the polarity. You can see that going in, and that's a double pole, double throw, I believe it's called, switch, and that throws that back. And then in here is the circuit board and electronics wizardry that will do effectively, probably the majority of that board is charging, because I can't, charging and potentially variable rate from, although I would imagine that being a variable rate switch. So as I say, I'm not an electronics guy. You guys are probably shouting at me. If you want to leave comments down below regarding all of that, that'd be awesome. Any help accepted before I go off and make an idiot of myself and blow the house up. So yeah, that's a WinchRite, and that's the battery pack. And I think I can probably save somewhere in the region of £200 by doing this myself. As we suspected, these are the 18650 batteries, and I've got some reference numbers here, so I'll be taking those off and kind of working out what it is we need to purchase. The only thing I'm not sure on, which I would welcome advice and tips on, is whether the charging side of things is going to be affected by putting a higher amperage battery in than we started with. May have to look at that, but I'm not overly stressed about that, but we'll be worth looking at. Main thing is if I can just replace those, that'll be good enough for starters.